Hi, welcome to Media in the Mountains, a broadcast about media-related businesses of Vermont. I'm your host, Spencer Hobbs, and today I'm joined by Jamie Danaher, the owner of Vermont Gaming Academy, a game-based entertainment center. It houses the Virtuix Omni, a world-class virtual reality setup, as well as a variety of gaming rigs, such as gaming computers, gaming consoles, and an assortment of tabletop gaming experiences for personal enjoyment or group events. The VGA was formed by Jamie in early 2017 and has been gaining traction ever since as a pop culture event center while paving the road for video game lounges in Vermont. Thanks for being here, Jamie.
Absolutely.
So the first thing I wanted to say is it seems that gaming has been a hobby for you for a long time, maybe your entire life, I don't know. How did you get into gaming, and what does it mean to you?
So I started gaming on a black and white console TV. We got Super Mario Brothers and the original Nintendo for Christmas one year, and I played it all through the night and all through the next day, and by day 2 I had beaten the game. But as you may know, with Super Mario Brothers, there's all these little tricks and things you can find out about the game, so I'd play it and try to beat it every which way I could. There's like warp pipes and stuff you can do to advance quicker in the game, and pretty soon I got it to I could beat the game in like 30 minutes tops.
Really?
So it was, from then I always liked to play video games, and kind of grew into a passion in my whole life.
That's great. You have a background in computer science. How's that prepared you for this venture?
Oh boy, yeah. It's been a long road. I'm all self-taught for the most part. When I started working for a local IT place, I did end up getting some certifications, but mostly I learned how to fix my computer because of playing games. Like I would play World of Warcraft until my laptop failed, and then I would fix my laptop so I could play. So it kind of became a way for me to be self-sufficient and grew into a hobby that I also enjoy.
That's great. So your passion for gaming kind of connects or led to
my IT future.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So why did you decide to create the Vermont Gaming Academy, and how was the development?
Yeah, so I've always wanted to have my own gaming store since I was a little kid. You know, I thought it'd be so cool to have a computer repair shop, and then it kind of morphed into a gaming thing, and finally decided to pull the plug when my brother moved back from Phoenix, Arizona, and we thought we would, now would be a good time to do it. So we sat together and thought of all the cool things we would want to do, and virtual reality was just had to be there. And then it kind of evolved into a gaming lounge with virtual reality, and then eventually adding card games like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic. So yeah, my brother and I just sat down and came up with the idea, and we gave it a go.
Would you say your biggest inspiration is virtual reality, like the biggest thing that made you want to do this, or was it something else?
The virtual reality was actually not the biggest thing that made me give it a go. The biggest thing that I would say made me feel comfortable doing it was the computer repair, which is something we offer, but it's now so low on our totem pole. The virtual reality is what really took off. I think that the draw of virtual reality was helpful in having us be successful and getting to where we are now, though.
Talking a little bit more about development, what was the biggest challenge you might have met on the way?
Oh boy, so many challenges.
Oh.
It's really, anytime you try to start a new venture or business, you don't know what roadblocks you're going to hit until you hit them. So it's a lot of planning and then seeing that plan go away.
Yes.
And making a new plan. So just constantly evolving to get where you need to be.
Anything specific?
Oh boy. Well, this, like I said before, it was a joint venture with my brother, but that didn't work out. We just couldn't see eye to eye on a lot of things. So
that's too bad.
Yeah. So that didn't work out, but we keep on keeping on.
Mm-hmm. So you actually have a spot in the mall. That's where this is located. Was that difficult? I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was pretty scary in the beginning. You know, you always walk through the mall, and I grew up working at different spots in the mall, so I felt pretty comfortable there. But really, for a business like this, we felt that there needed to be people always walking by. You know, if people see you having fun, they're going to want to have fun too. So the mall was a no-brainer. But getting in touch with someone from mall management and making it all happen was not even really a hard challenge, but it was just, you know, you don't know where to get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly.
So, but the mall's been very great, very welcoming, and you know, they let us do our nightly events where we lock ourselves in and we don't come out until 3 in the morning. So they've been a great resource for us.
That's awesome. So going back a little bit, talking about your brother and stuff, you initially tried crowdfunding to get off the ground. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So we didn't really know what to expect with crowdfunding, but we knew we wanted to give it a try, and we thought that we could offset a lot of the upfront costs by just seeing what we could raise through crowdfunding. So we put together a few videos and used some humor in there to try to gain some traction there. But what we found is it was really just like friends and family. It didn't go much beyond that.
Yeah, last episode I had Mike Garber from Escape Reality Games, and he talked about crowdfunding too, and he said it wasn't a lot of strangers coming across his page, but more like dedicated kind of fans and families and friends that helped fund it.
That was our experience too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this isn't your full-time job, right?
That's right. I have a full-time IT networking job. Yeah. And so I work there, and then I come to the VGA and I work the rest of the night. So right now my schedule is about 100 hours a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have somebody there, or does it not open until you get off work?
I have somebody who works there in the morning. I have a couple of people actually right now. Michael is our day guy, and he is our card specialist. He's really good at teaching kids how to play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic. He handles all of our tabletop section. During the day, he does also run the VR, but his specialty is the card games.
Great.
And then, I have another guy named Sam. He's really good. He comes in, he works with kids, and he's really good at the VR and gaming portion.
And what do you do?
I do everything.
You do everything?
I do everything. But virtual reality, computer repair, I'm the one who does all the repairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you enjoy running it? It's like is it like kind of like a, I don't know how to say it. Do you kind of think about that during the day and you're like, oh, I can't wait to go to the Game Academy? And
some days.
Some days, yeah.
Some days. It's a labor of love, for sure. But I do also miss being home with my family. And, you know, we're working on finding work-life balance, which has been a challenge, but I'm feeling more and more confident that I can let go a little and let it be self-sufficient. So
that's great.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part though while you're there? Is it fixing computers or teaching kids?
No, it's the people.
Yeah.
Really. Like we always find something fun to do. We have a slew of regulars who come in almost every day. I know about 90% of people by first name.
Oh, wow.
So whenever they come in, you know, we find something fun to do, whether it be play cards or a game online. And
there's always something to do.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to touch upon the kind of uniqueness of this because you say that there's not really a lot of gaming lounges in Vermont right now. You're the first one, right?
I'm not the first one.
Oh,
there
no.
were a few others before us, but we're the only one to have virtual reality.
Oh, okay.
That I know of.
Yeah, so does it feel kind of like big shoes to fill? Is that the word?
The Virtuix Omni system and setup is amazing. The games that they're bringing out for it are great. They have really good support. They always let us know when something is coming up down the road so we can plan. So they make what would normally be a scary thing easy. So the hardest part is getting people in and out of the machine, but it's so fun to watch people play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've alluded to the fact that you do a lot of events and stuff, but it's not just that, right? You can walk in too.
That's
Can you
right.
talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So we have an hourly rate. It's $10 an hour if you want to come in and use the computers or consoles. And the VR is $10 for 15 minutes, but you can get a monthly membership that includes unlimited use of the computers and a discount on the VR.
Okay.
But we do these events called lock-ins every other Friday night. It's $30 a person, includes food, drink, and a prize payout for a tournament. And you go from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Wow.
But you can also do corporate events. We close the gates for the day, and people have the whole place to themselves. People use it like, a retreat or a getaway.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. What kind of games do you play there? Is it? I know there's a lot of tabletop, but is there like
So
competitive stuff?
there is. A lot of people play League of Legends, Rocket League, World of Warcraft, Stick Fight, which is a really popular kids game.
I don't know it.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one. The four little guys jumping around the screen, blowing each other up with snakes and stuff. But yeah, we have something for everybody. Minecraft. Okay. Yeah, and then in VR we have a bunch of different games. There's 14 for the Omni, and then 80 for the HTC Vive.
Wow. So it's not all competitive.
That's right.
You can do whatever that makes you happy.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah. But also for the people who are competitive, you can get in, you can kind of, I don't know, meet some new people.
That's right. Yeah, we're trying right now to get a League of Legends group off the ground. They're meeting on Sunday nights, 5 to 8-ish, and we're hoping to get some more people to attend that. But yeah, whenever there's an interest, I try to bump it as much as possible.
Okay. So what kind of people attend the Vermont Gaming Academy? Is it just kids or adults too?
Oh yeah, the age range is all over the place, from a 9-year-old, my 6-year-old likes to do the roller coaster in VR, but we have people all the way up. We had an 85-year-old do a roller coaster.
Wow.
So, but mostly it's, preteen up to 30s. Okay.
And would you say you get more competitive people or just people who want to try out the stuff?
I'd say less on the competitive side, more on the hangout side.
Great, yeah. So you can just so a lot of people just kind of coming in to enjoy themselves and not looking for a competition.
More people are coming in looking to make new friends and have an experience, and we really try to cater to that. We don't want to be known as the place where only the elite gamers come in and they make all the rules, and that's not what we're about.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's great. So it's really a place for everybody. So that's what I wanted to ask, there's no kind of barrier for entry. You kind of teach people if they don't know, right? Anybody can play.
Anybody should feel welcome to come in and know they're going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Can you touch upon teaching a little bit? Like you said, you tell people how to play Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or
yeah. So in the card world, there are a lot of places to go to play cards, but not a lot of places to go to learn. Mm-hmm. And so what we do is we have this starter package for people when they come in who, want to learn a game but have never played any kind of card game. And we give them a deck, we give them the play mat, we get them all set up, and then they play other people with a similar skill level, or Mike, our trainer. And we go through the rules, go through a turn, teach them how to play, and then if they're happy with the deck that we gave them, they can buy it at the end or turn it back. And it also comes with 25 minutes of VR, so it's a really good, the VR is the same cost as the whole package, so it's a very small barrier to entry.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because I don't hear a lot of the time. I don't hear about places like tabletop game stores that actually teach people a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's kind of a lead you have to know before going.
That's right.
But that's cool that you can go in knowing nothing pretty much, and become a fan, I guess.
Yes.
That's great. So we've been alluding to this Virtuix Omni the entire time, not really going into it, and I think now it's time. Can you talk about, just for people who don't know, because that's what it's about, like what virtual reality is, what the Virtuix Omni is, just a basic.
Sure. So the best way I like to describe virtual reality is you become the controller. You put on the headset and the hands, and you control what happens in the game.
Okay.
The Omni takes it one step further by putting you in a harness and special shoes that control your movement. So when you walk, the character moves in the game.
That's
you
so
move your
cool.
hands, you're doing whatever is happening for that character in the game. So
Wow.
it just brings that next level of immersion to gaming. We have games that you just can load up this blank world, and there's these bubbles around you, and you can throw them, and it sprouts a tree or a mountain or an animal. So we have, super peaceful to shooting zombies and running away. So,
That's so cool.
It's really fun.
So it's not just all, do this or that. You can just kind of have a play space, a playground.
That's right.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow, so it actually tracks your hands or something?
Yeah.
Like you can touch things?
There's two controllers. They're the Vive controllers.
Okay.
There's a grip button on the side, and when you press it, it acts like you're picking something up or holding something.
Wow.
And the trigger for shooting or whatever mechanic the game requires. And there's a trackpad. The trackpad can be used instead of doing the walking, but mostly it's used like a push button to activate something else in the game.
And you have special shoes on, you said? It's
Yeah.
not a treadmill? Because that's
No.
what I see sometimes. It's like
so it's
treadmill.
basically a big plastic saucer, and the shoes are very slippery. So it's like walking on ice, and as you walk, there's a tracker in the shoe that knows if you're walking forward or backwards.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Does it work well?
Yeah.
That's so cool. And you've got the headset on too,
That's
and
right.
headphones.
So when you
You're all in.
put that on, you're gone.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried the Vive before, just the headset and
Yeah.
the, oh my God, headphones. I blanked on what they were called for a second. And that is, I gotta say, very immersive, just having the head. I don't think I've ever tried holding the controllers or having a treadmill, but like already, like when I come out of it, I'm like, for a moment I have to recalibrate into the real world. It's crazy. So wow, that seems really cool, having the shoes on and everything.
Yeah, and like I said, it's great to watch people and their reaction.
Yeah.
And like that, we have this one. It's a haunted house, and you're guaranteed to have a good time watching someone do that. So,
do people get like pretty scared or just like kind of scared?
Some people get really scared. Some people not so much.
Okay.
But we've had people come to check on us to see if people are all right when they scream so loud.
Oh, okay. Yikes. Yeah, but it's all perfectly safe, of course.
Yeah, of course. The harness is there to keep you from falling. Yeah.
What kind of games, like you said, you've got the kind of playground and the zombie, but is there anything else?
Yeah, so
that
they
you can
just
do with
released
that?
a new one. It's called Vindicta, and it's the best way I describe it is like a American Gladiator type arena. You have to move to these different stations, get new guns, and defeat all the enemies in the level before you can progress to the next part of the arena.
That's cool.
In addition to that, there are games for kids, like a Minecraft-style little maze shooter. There's a platformer where kids can just, run on these moving blocks and try not to fall.
That's cool.
All kinds of games.
Wow.
Yeah.
A real variety. That's awesome. Do you use it for anything other than just single use, or can there be any functionality in like events or tournaments or anything?
Oh yeah, so we do use them for tournaments. So we have two of them. And,
Two? Okay, I didn't even know.
And so you can go one-on-one in what's called Omni Arena.
Wow.
So that's what we do on those late nights when we stay until 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll do a tournament with those, and it's like being in the original Halo. It's so fun. You have 2 guns and grenades, and you're just trying to take the other person out and get to the checkpoint before they do.
You're both in the same game, and you're both in the virtual reality?
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every day we get a step closer to the holodeck from Star Trek.
Yes.
That's incredible. Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds really fun. I gotta be honest. I've had limited experience with the Vive, and it's only been me. But like playing with somebody else, that's pretty. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm getting excited talking about it.
That are multiplayer, and it's just fun to have someone else that you know is a real person in this game with you. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So just a few kind of wrap-up questions about the Vermont Gaming Academy as a whole. Your main goal with Vermont Gaming Academy, what do you want to do in the future? Where are you looking to go?
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that evolves all the time based on what's happening in the store. Right now, I'm really feeling focused on the card games and expanding that section. I really like the kids coming in with their parents like, thank you, this is a great place for my kid to come. I'm so glad that something like this exists, and whenever I hear that, I try to build upon it. So the virtual reality and the card games is definitely where I see the focus right now, but I would love to have a bigger space where we could maybe incorporate a bar or just a larger space for bigger events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's great, yeah. And just as a final kind of silly question is, what's your favorite game ever? If you had to,
game ever.
I know it's a hard question. If you had to choose.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I could answer.
For a long time, I was stuck on the game Ark Survival Evolved. I'm not sure if you've played it, but it's a mix between a dinosaur park and Minecraft. So you tame these dinosaurs, and they each have a utility, and it's really fun to play with a lot of people. But lately, I've been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh yeah, that's pretty popular.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But is that your all-time favorite game? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a bit of a fad right now. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that's all I've got. I think I'll do the outro now. Thanks for watching Media in the Mountains Episode 2. If you want to learn more about Vermont Gaming Academy, they have a Facebook page and they have a link to their website there too, and you can go and check it out. Thanks for watching.